We won. We won. And this is like 2 hours after the game we won. Amazing. Today I was at a very, very loud sports bar in West Omaha, and you were at home, right, Pete? So you had kids, but at least you probably heard TV better than I could.
Yep, we were
I
at the
can
in-laws, so
okay, swimming again probably. And the
yeah.
dog was there and watching the game with you. So did your dog watch the game solo today, or how'd that go? How'd it go for you?
No, he was just protecting the house, sleeping away. No
Gotcha.
game. I didn't want to torture him,
Yeah,
Sometimes I think it's worse than being in a kennel.
true. So where do you want to start on this one, buddy? What do you want to talk about?
Let me take it back to last week for a minute, because this was another one of those games where it would have been really easy to go for a drive. You know, just the
Take a walk around
swings
the
in this
block.
game. Yeah.
Sorry, listeners, we're not going
That's
to divulge
another.
what that's
That's
the
another
inside deal.
story for another day. That's a Cowboys not egghead story.
That's not going to make a podcast story, actually.
It might. Don't make me angry. Don't talk crap about my Blue Jays. Anyway, so it would have been an easy game for any fan to just go for a drive, be like, here we go again. And I didn't do that personally. And I was just like, you know what? We're facing adversity again, second week in a row, but this time we're on the road. I was like, let me see how these guys respond to throwing 3 interceptions, losing the lead, not capitalizing on forced turnovers, fourth down stops, that kind of thing. Where obviously it's a shoulda, coulda, woulda, hindsight's 2020, but like that game, Nebraska could have been up by like 24 or more at halftime.
Yeah.
And we
The game wasn't
kept them
near
in
as
it.
close as the score indicated, I don't believe.
Yeah. And just silly mistakes, but also again, like we're young, at some positions, and so
Really
there's going to
young.
be a
They
lot
were
of
playing
growth.
some young kids today that haven't played before. At least I didn't recognize their number, and I looked them up. They're freshman kids on the D line, 93
Yep.
and 32 played.
So long story short, I mean, the fact that Nebraska came back and won this game is a huge culture shift from a few years ago. Do we win a game like that against, an upper tier, like steady, top tier, higher tier Big Ten team? No, I
Not
don't think so.
with 3
Not yet.
turnovers, brother. Not with
No.
a pick six. Doesn't work that way.
But I told my father-in-law this. They're Hawkeyes fans, and so they were, watching this because it was before the Iowa game. I was just telling him, I'm like, we're so used to losing those close games that this is just a big culture shift to win a game against a team like Maryland, who's very similar to us, trying to build back to some sort of relevancy. Maryland had a solid run, 15 or 20 years ago, whatever it was, kind of when we were on the tail end of ours as well. And they're trying to do something with their facilities and their Under Armour connections and all that kind of stuff, that they're kind of in the same boat we are. And so it's a very similar team, and I think a very similar team dynamic.
They're a good team.
Winning that game, I think, is good.
They didn't lay down. They're a good team.
And they have a great coach. Seems like an awesome dude. Winning that game, sorry if you heard that, but winning that game is huge for our season and for just momentum.
The confidence. Yeah, agreed. And again, I had to, I think we had this conversation last week, but I had this conversation with a high school buddy. Of course, I'm a little older than you, so my perspective is a little different on the history of football, Nebraska football, at least my life. And the first 36 years of my life, we were never behind. We dominated. I mean, we were out the gates.
The game was over.
The game was
by
over.
the first quarter.
Yes, sir. And so the few times that we were, like the Oklahoma game, or the bowl games, sometimes we'd get upside down. And as a fan, my perspective was, man, we don't know how to win. I mean, we've never been in a spot. As a fan, I don't even know how the heck we're going to pull this out. And now as a fan, Big Ten football, I mean, the stuff you saw today is crazy. Indiana beats Oregon.
Northwestern.
I mean, I didn't even hear what happened there.
Northwestern beat Penn State.
What? Yeah, so there you go. And we have them in a couple weeks. USC, Michigan are battling out right now. Cincinnati, who they are a real team. They're the top of the Big 12 now. I mean, they beat who Central Florida today. But anyway, college football is a different space, and so culture does matter, and Rule is building and building and building and building. We had far our England listeners, we had a far from a perfect game today. You can't turn the ball over 3 times, and to win is amazing, but we kept clawing back. And we had some outstanding individual performances today. Outstanding. I'd be remiss or foolish not to mention Emmett Johnson. He got
He's the man.
21 touches, and he absolutely got stronger. Unless you disagree, Petey, you're welcome to disagree with me. He got stronger as the game went on. He's a winner.
That game that he just played reminded me of an Amir Abdullah game.
Yes,
when Amir Abdullah was our running back.
Yes, he's. We haven't had a running back this good in 10 years. And he is the feature back. He is the feature back. And I don't want Mosey to start. I don't want his. I mean, I want him to back him up. I want to get this guy going. And I thought Horgerson did a nice job for the most part today in play calling. I mean, the first 3 plays of the game were runs, and I think they're all first downs, or at least 2 of the 3 were first downs. Anyway, they're big chunk plays. And it was just I'm screaming at the sports bar, yes! Or I said, thank you, 3 times in a row. It's the Big Ten. I was great individual performance by him. I mean, our receivers played lights out today.
Mm-hmm.
Ja'Cory wasn't the star. It was Hunter and Key.
Yeah.
All 3 of those guys at any given moment, it can do some damage, and we're starting to see that. I don't know these interceptions by Dillon. The third one, I think, was clearly the receiver didn't run the route that he expected him to, because Dillon lets it fly before they break the route. But I don't know the first 2. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it
looked like Dillon was thrown into too tight of a window. I know the first one that he threw, he's made that throw before, but the only reason that throw wasn't a problem, previous times in the season, is because he put it out in front of his receiver. On this one, he threw it to the back shoulder on a slant, or an inside route, and he threw it to the back shoulder, and the defender was sitting on it on the backside, and so
he'll learn from it. I mean, the critique I got from the friend during the game was that Dillon, they never throw more than 7 yards in the air on passes, and it seems that way. But I mean, we did throw a couple more longer than that. But
yeah,
but I mean, we have
guys. Yeah, but we have guys that catch the ball and make plays.
Yep.
You know,
we get yacked. Yep. Yards after catch.
I feel like just the fourth quarter of the Maryland game today, it just gave me some flashbacks, and I guess not in a good way, but it's like when Lindenmeyer caught that first down, when it was like 3rd and maybe 5 or 3rd and 6.
Humongous play.
And Lindenmeyer caught that pass. I just had a glimpse of him not catching that pass, because I'm so used to a guy getting hit right in the hands, right at the first down marker, and it's just bouncing off his chest for the last 15 or 20 years. And I hate dwelling on the past like that, but until we just continuously make those plays, I'm not going to be used to us making those plays. And that's a good thing. I mean, it's just, when he caught that pass, I was like, we're going to score. I know we're scoring.
Here's the 5th string walk-on, and he had a great touchdown catch also earlier. Really, really good stuff. I guess it was, according to Will Compton, it was Emmett Johnson's. I keep wanting to say Emmett Smith.
I know.
I almost said last
EJ. Hey, just call him EJ.
21. It's his birthday today. So, boy, what a way. I don't know what it was. Probably his 22nd, or I think he's a junior, maybe 21st or 22nd birthday. But he'll remember this birthday, because
it's a bummer he didn't get a touchdown, but he had 176 yards rushing. I think he had a couple catches too, but I mean, take away the interceptions, which, that miscommunication on the route. It's easy to say that because we won, but take away the interceptions, and Raiola was I have it right here. He was 20 for
20 out,
29,
20 out of 29, yeah.
and he had 260 yards.
Actually,
I
he
mean,
was
like,
23 out of 29. Not all of them went the right way, but
yeah. I mean, 260 yards, and he had 4 touchdowns. So, like, at the end of the day,
I, that, that,
he
that,
had more touchdowns than interceptions.
that last drive, I believe it was that 81-yard drive. It was probably the first or second play of that series. He came over and a guy was coming right at him, and he dodged him, and then he throws across his body, kind of. That's an All-American throw, ladies and gentlemen, All-American play. It was
Yeah.
fantastic because from a
Looked a
guy
lot like
a
another
couple.
guy.
Well, he had a couple minutes left in the game, and he did what he had to do, and it was special. We're not used to that at the University of Nebraska, at least, like you say, not in recent years. One of the things also I just learned was that Rule told the team after the game to go out and greet the fans. So the entire Nebraska locker room
Oh, there's
left the
so many
locker room
fans there. That was
and went
crazy.
and just high five fans.
You
If
know,
that's not an indication of Matt Rule getting it, I don't know what is. I mean,
well,
it's a big thing.
thing to it's one thing for Nebraska fans to go to Iowa, Minnesota, Chicago, these Midwestern cities that are easy for us to get to. It's another thing to go literally all the way to the East Coast and
Well, the
have
thing,
just as many fans as the home team.
but here's the thing about away games, Pete. I actually went to the last time we played Maryland. We were talking about McCaffrey. He was the quarterback du jour. They wanted him to play, but anyway, that's how long it's been. And it was raining, and I talked to fans basically around. And I've done this on multiple road trips, but you'd be surprised how many Nebraska fans don't. They're not coming from Nebraska. They're
Yeah.
coming from the East Coast.
Well, yeah, and I mean
A lot of them
DC
are
is kind of like
local.
a
DC's a lot
yeah,
of DC. They have DC Society there and that, but so a lot of those fans are coming because they're loyal. They have Nebraska connections, but they're not necessarily coming even all the way from Nebraska. But that's what the Husker Nation's all about, man. It's impressive.
everywhere,
A Husker
everywhere.
fan is still tougher than Husker player. Yeah, they're just loyal. I mean, we're just loyal as cockroaches. I mean, it's just something else.
Man, it's crazy. I told you at the beginning of the year, I said, like, we get through this 2 game stretch and a lot like Minnesota and Maryland, and a lot of things are looking good. I mean, a little more difficult now that Northwestern just beat Penn State, but obviously now our guard will be up, I think. It's a good thing that that Northwestern game is at home,
Dude, I think
and not to look
every
ahead or anything, but
I think every single freaking game the rest of the year is probably a one-score game. I mean, legitimately, right? I mean, so every one of these games is going to be like this. I mean, it's exhausting. Like for the old man like me, that the first 36 years of my life were dominating people and never experienced this. Like it's like a bowl game every week for me. It's
I mean,
insane.
I'm just looking at it right now. At UCLA and at Penn State is another tough 2 game stretch where I think if
Very much so.
we split those 2 games, we need to be happy. I am very surprised that Penn State is 3-3, but
I don't know what's
they are
going on
still
there. That's crazy. They've
they're
got
still
talent.
more talented than us. They're still more talented than anybody that they play in the Big Ten, except for a couple teams, maybe. So that should be a loss on paper, but who knows, man?
Anything can
Maybe
happen.
we're the
And
team.
if
Yeah.
if we can stay close, and we've proven that if we stay close, even in late in the game, and we've also proven that the fourth quarter, first and fourth quarter seems to be our strength. The second and third, not so much. I mean, they outscored us 31 points the second, third. What?
Man, we
That's where
missed
they
so
like.
many
Come on.
opportunities. Yeah, we missed so many opportunities in the second quarter to just put that game away almost. I mean, like
Yep.
you get up 24, 30 points. No, they're not coming back from that. Not with EJ, not with Rayola just like getting us out of third downs and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, man. I like the way this season's going. Third down efficiency is great. We've got a great running back. Seems like our line is blocking pretty well. And then we have receivers who can make plays when we need them to. When it's third and long or second and 24, like we can cut into that and then get a third down conversion. It's awesome to see.
Yes, sir. I agree. I agree. So let's turn our attention to Minnesota next week in Minnesota.
Friday.
tough Friday Night Lights, baby. Tough place to play. I've been to that stadium as well, and it's not a huge stadium, but it's kind of compact, and you're kind of right on top of the field.
I
And I'm
feel like
sure there'll be a
Nebraska's
ton of
going to
Husker
do.
fans there, but
Yeah, I feel like they'll do. I feel like we have a lot of connections to Minnesota as it is, Nebraska in general. But yeah, I feel like we'll have a good ratio of fans to Minnesota's, which will be great. I
well,
said we were gonna. I
you said
said
we
we
were
were
gonna
gonna
lose
split
if
these
we
two
won,
games.
so you got a loss.
I mean, if I stick to my word, then I would say Minnesota by, I don't know. I mean, three
Field
again.
goal. Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, the truly listeners,
They keep proving me
we
wrong.
didn't
Like
prepare for this.
I know I said that we were going to win against, Maryland today, but it did not look very good in the second and third quarter.
Well,
And the
listen,
fact that they
we
came
can't
back,
have a -3 takeover. Or I don't know. Maybe we got a turnover from them. No, I don't think we ever did. I think so. Our takeover was -3 ratio.
they turned it over.
We had a pick six. Now we had a kickoff return. Special teams overcame that. But gosh, it's just going to be tough. And I don't know. So I guess I have to predict a win. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I say we win by 3. And again, I think it's going to be. I think I said 24-21 last week. So I'm going to say 24-21 Huskers this week. Huskers
Well,
by 3.
yeah,
I don't
I
know.
guess.
I just don't know.
I mean, I'll
I
just
think
go,
stay tuned. I just think anything more than a field goal or touchdown victory is going to be like a surprise from here on out.
I relate Minnesota, I guess, to Maryland. Maybe I haven't heard much about Minnesota, but
I don't even know what their record is, listeners. Sorry, you have to look it up.
3-2 going into
Okay.
right now. So
Well,
I think they're playing right now.
they've
So
got they've got players. I mean,
well, and they've got, PJ Fleck. He's he's whatever, but he's a good coach. He
he's a
gets
good
his guys
coach.
playing well. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the Bryson DeChambeau of college football coaching, I think. But yeah, I could see us winning by 10. You know,
I don't
lose
see
by
that.
3, lose by
Well,
3 or win by 10. We had an
we'll win by
opportunity
10
to.
if we don't have 3 turnovers, buddy. I mean, just take care of the rock.
Hey, he's been good at rebounding. I mean, he rebounds in game, and now he's got some things to work on going into next week, and it's a short week, so I'm sure they'll get to work tomorrow and should be good.
Yep. All right, England. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.